guys, happy new year. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Sarah, my husband's Solo, and I have 11 children who all still live at home. Ages 17, I can still say that for a couple more weeks, all the way down to 12 weeks old. And we are feeding them, because that's what parents do. My daughter's over here laughing at me. Anyway, I tend to shop once a month, and today I got all the food for the month of January. We have a few special things going on here that I'll explain as we're going around, showing you what we bought. I just like to buy most of it at the beginning of the month so that I don't have to worry about it later, and I don't have to think about it too much, and all our meals are planned out. It took me about an hour to plan out all our meals, using previous menus that we have and making the whole grocery list, probably less than an hour. And then I went into a store with Judah and Tori. We split up. Judah had the Sam's Club app on his phone and the grocery list that's linked to mine. And we both used Scan and Go. Tori pushed another cart alongside me, so we had 3 carts total. And we got it done. I tell you, do not shop on New Year's Eve, especially when you have a snowstorm coming the next day. It was insane. Worst crowds I've ever seen, but I'm so happy that we have a house full of food and we can just move on with life. Let me show you what I got at Sam's Club, and I'm going to Walmart right after this. I'll get the rest of what we need. Halfway through the month, we'll go back for some fresh fruits and vegetables and milk, but not a lot, just exactly what we need. And that's it for the month of our shopping for food. Our budget for the month is $1,300 for groceries. That includes paper supplies, toilet paper, that kind of thing. So I'll let you know at the end of this video how much we spent at each store and what we ended up with. Let me start with the things that were too big to fit on the table. We got some toilet paper, diapers for Peace. I'm not buying diapers for my 2-year-old anymore because when I run out of what I have, I'm potty training him. That's my deadline. So I think I have about a month left. So I'm gonna enjoy this month. That's tortilla chips. We'll do nachos a couple times with that big, huge box. We got a couple things of crackers and some nuts, just cashews and pistachios. And we always get this coconut oil. It fell out of the car when we were unloading it, so we'll use a different top from a different one. I have a whole lot of fruits and vegetables. You know, it's the beginning of the year. We're gonna eat perfectly healthy, right? Actually, my oldest son, Judah, and my husband, Solo, they're both doing a Daniel fast for 21 days starting tomorrow. So they are eating, or the next day, I'm not sure which day they're starting, but they are eating fruits, vegetables, and nuts only. So no meat, no dairy, no animal products, all that kind of stuff. So they're eating that while the rest of us are eating normal. I'm eating a little different, but I know y'all are sick of hearing how I'm trying to lose the baby weight in my 40s. It is no joke. So at the end of this video, I'll tell you what my plan is for the month of January. What I have been doing hasn't been working. So those of you that don't want to hear about it, don't have to listen to the very end. I try to organize this for you so it'll go really fast. Frozen broccoli, couple bags of green beans. I thought we got a couple of these, but Judah picked them up for me and he only came back with one. We got some frozen fruit. That will be good for smoothies, especially for the 2 that are eating just fruits and vegetables. Might mix it up a little. We got some oranges, a couple things of apples. We're gonna use the apples in our dehydrator. We haven't done that before, but we're excited to try. Try to get a lot of variety of what they had for fruits just to mix it up for them. 4 bunches of bananas, these kiwis. This is a nice big thing of kiwis. My kids all love them. My kids all love all fruit. I don't like fruit that much. I'm surprised they love it as much as they do. We got more baby carrots, a couple things of avocados, and some grapes. I also picked up these, which are pomegranate seeds. I thought that would be a nice little change. We got a couple of pineapples, and then I got this thing of blackberries. And honestly, they ate it as they were bringing it in from the car. All my little ones, they found it. So, sorry boys, bought you some blackberries. We also got a couple blueberries. They had these berries on sale, which is nice. I got some almond milk. One thing I will be eating some is shakes, protein shakes. A lot of you tell me that almond milk is not good for you. What do you use as a non-dairy milk? Cashew milk? Something else, I do like that almond milk. It's at Sam's Club where I buy a lot of my groceries. It's very convenient, but I'd love to know what you use as a non-dairy alternative for making protein shakes, smoothies, that kind of thing. We got a couple things of honey that we definitely use that to sweeten things for the kids a lot. This is my dairy section, or eggs and dairy section. We got fresh mozzarella cheese, which I'm gonna use on lasagnas that I'm making later this month. I've never used the fresh stuff, but I've heard from some of you Italians it's the way to go with lasagna, so I'm gonna try it. I think it'll be really good. I love putting these on top of salads. Oh shoot, now you know my plants are fake. If you didn't know that before, you weren't supposed to see that. Got some Parmesan chips because these are so good crunched up on top of salads, which I love to eat salads. And this is for the nachos for the kids, especially as a last minute meal. I got a lot of butter. I put it in the freezer, and I think one month I kind of forgot to buy butter, so we don't have a huge store of it now, but sort of my emergency food storage plan. I do like to keep some butter. I feel like that would be helpful if we really were down to whatever, you know, nice little treat. Makes things better. Everything's better with butter, right? We will go through two of these at least, maybe 3. So I'll definitely save 1. Got 2 things of heavy whipping cream and 4 things of sour cream. Yes, we eat a lot of that kind of thing. This is how many eggs I buy. These are 24 packs and I get 8 of them. Last month I did that, and halfway through the month we ended up having to get like 6 more. So we've been eating a lot of eggs. They are a good, cheap, healthy protein. I love these cage-free eggs from Sam's Club. If you haven't tried them, and you feel like splurging for a little more expensive egg, they're not terrible in price, and they are bright orange yolk. Like when we used to buy them from the farmer, it was like $4.50 a dozen. I just can't do that anymore, but they were the same color. They're the same color yolks as those, so I like that about it. For some reason, one of them is white here, which is so odd. Now we're gonna enter the meat portion of this grocery haul. We got 3 things of honey ham and 2 of oven roasted turkey just for lunch meat. I did not have to buy a lot of cheese to make with sandwiches or on tortillas for lunches for the kids, because the cheese we bought last month is holding up great. If you're following that journey of my Azure standard, I bought a ton of cheese and just keeping it in the fridge. It's so far so good. Nothing's going bad, and it still tastes amazing. For me, we got salmon. I have another thing of salmon like this, but we figured it wasn't quite enough for us, so we never used it. We'll add those 2 together this month to do salmon once. I do like to try to get salmon in once a month because I know it's really good for the kids, for their brains, all that stuff. We will eat that once, and then that's our most expensive meal of the month for sure. We got 3 bags of cod loins. That'll be 3 different meals. We use the whole bag for a meal. Really enjoying this type of fish. I switched over from tilapia because this one's supposedly better for us, and it tastes really good, and it's not too fishy. The kids will eat it too. They don't mind. Got 2 chickens that we'll put in a roaster for a meal one day, and then we'll make some chicken broth out of the bones and skin that's left. And we got some bacon crumbles, good on salads, and we use them a lot in eggs. I got these kielbasa. These are, I didn't know kielbasa had an L in it. Kielbasa. These I'm going to chop up and cook with vegetables on a frying pan one day for dinner. We'll serve it either with noodles or, I don't know, rice, whatever. It'll be good. I got some bacon for BLTs. Luka's not in here. He likes to make BLTs for us once a month. I got a couple things of meat. We do buy a whole cow at a time, but for stewed beef, for some of the Kenyan meals my husband makes, he's from Kenya. Stewed beef is so much easier, and we always run out of the whole cow stewed beef right away. Sometimes we start cutting up roasts and things. They didn't have stewed beef today. Like I said, it was insane there. I think everybody bought it, but I did get a couple of these. They're a lower price cut, and just to supplement our roasts and things so we don't go through the roasts quite as fast. I would have gotten 4 of them even, but they didn't even have that much. So we got a couple things of chicken thighs and a couple things of boneless, skinless chicken breast that we'll use. Each of these is about 1 meal. And now this things that I am replacing in our emergency storage. So we use that as basically a big pantry. We have, I think, about 3 months worth of food, but we've never tested it to see. However, we eat out of our pantry and then keep replacing this. So none of the food is just staying there for long periods of time. We had to stock up on some white rice, and that's our favorite. We got some more chicken stock, which we've used some. I like to make my own, but sometimes I can't keep up on it, especially in soup season. Tomato sauce, canned corn, and rotel. Those things just make making soups and that kind of thing easier. And in a true emergency, it's good to have a lot of those things. We have a lot of beans down there too, and grains. We could eat for a long time on that kind of thing. We got bagels. I didn't buy bread because I'll keep making bread. That's been going okay. And I didn't need to buy tortillas either because for some reason last month we didn't eat through them at all. I don't know what happened. But we have plenty and they last for quite a while. So nothing's going bad, which is good. This is just a quick, easy meal for us on Sunday mornings before church. We're a pastor's family. We got to be there on time. Any fasting we can have, it helps. Got a couple bags of chocolate chips for the baking around here. We make homemade granola, but once in a while we do put little chocolate chips in it too. Makes it so good for the kids. They love that. Romaine hearts is good on sandwiches, and we use it for salads. We're just We're not buying that much because it's mostly me eating them. And then we have some sweet peppers. We got a lot of fresh vegetables. I think we're just gonna roast them up ahead of time. The asparagus, the mixed vegetables, the big bags of broccoli, especially for the people just eating vegetables and fruit. That will help. I imagine we'll be buying a lot of that kind of thing in the middle of the month. And I think I spent a lot more on groceries this month because of buying so much fresh fruits and vegetables. So that's interesting. Also, it seems like I'm finally starting to notice the prices going up on things. And I haven't bought beef for a long time, so that might be some of it too. But I do feel like the price was higher this week. Tomatoes, we got just that stuff, not that much because we're not eating that many salads right now. The whole family's not eating salads quite as much. Lemons and limes. A lot of you told me last month that you freeze those. I did buy some ice trays with lids. I plan to try freezing the juice of these and freezing the fresh garlic we have in olive oil. I'm gonna try that out. I think it'll be great. Just need a little time to prep. I definitely wanna spend some time prepping this week. I'll be prepping with the rest of the world. Isn't that what we all do in January? We prep our food really well. But roasting vegetables, I even roast the frozen vegetables. Prepping these kind of things will go a long way. 4 bags of red potatoes. We go through about 1 bag a week, and we got a bag of sweet potatoes. And then over here, because we have birthdays this month, we have 3 kids' birthdays in January. They get to kind of pick their own meals. And so I had to get some special requests, which could have affected my bill a lot, actually. The chicken sandwiches is because today, when I'm filming this, is New Year's Eve, and some of the kids requested these for a fun dinner tonight. Tori wanted Cinnamon Toast Crunch for her cereal, or for her breakfast. Our kids pick cereal a lot because we don't buy it normally, and they love that. Or she also wanted orange juice. This was my special request. No judgment, please. And then Luka, for his birthday, he requested waffles. Judah's birthday is also this month, but we teased him because he's obviously going to be eating Brussels sprouts and asparagus. Oh, and pizza rolls was one of them. I think Luka's lunch or something. Yeah, something like that. Tori picked a Kenyan meal. She loves pilau. She loves pilau. So that's what she picked for her dinner. And then they each get a restaurant choice on their birthday. So one of them picked Chick-fil-A. One of them picked Raising Cane's, which is also fried chicken. So fried chicken is the thing, I guess, this year. So I can't find the exact amounts, but I know my Scan and Go app was $650-ish, right around there, and Judah's was about $250. So that is $900 total. So we're just gonna go with that. I know it was very, very close to that. So $900 so far. We're gonna pick up the Walmart stuff, and I need to save a couple hundred for all the stuff we're getting in the middle of the month. I'll be right back, and I will tell you how I'm planning to eat. That was insane. I'm not the only insane one, too. It's like, it's 20 some degrees outside. I just came from Walmart. It's blowing freezing cold wind and rain. I don't know. Why is it raining, guys? How is it raining when it's 20 some degrees?
I don't get it. It's so disgusting.
It's awful out there. The roads are terrible. And I thought, man, I am really not very smart for doing this. But then I look around. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people doing exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, Walmart was packed. Okay, let me show you what I got. And you'll see if it's worth it. Spoiler alert, it was not worth it. But there was one thing I had to get tonight, so it worked out. We got 9 gallons of milk. We usually get 8 every 2 weeks. But we had to borrow one from the neighbor yesterday, so we got one more to replace that. I think Seth is drinking a lot of milk, and my kids have been drinking a little more than normal. We have some Ezekiel bread. Judah said he is eating that, so Solo probably is too. Napkins. Funny fact about me, every single time I entertain, I forget to put out napkins because we don't use them normally. We just wipe kids' faces or we go to the sink, which is a terrible habit because I never remember to put out napkins when we have company. And without fail, someone always has to ask me for a napkin. It's the embarrassment of my life. Just kidding, but that was very dramatic. It's just funny. Every time someone asks me for a napkin, I just start laughing. And yes, napkins mean something else on the other side of the world, which is another story altogether. We're an international family and we have the stories, let me tell you. This is enchilada sauce. This is green onions. I didn't even take them out of the plastic, so somebody will complain. A couple of cilantro and some crushed tomatoes. All of that cost me like $69. It's a lot because, I don't know, prices are going up, people. That milk was expensive. I didn't get it at Sam's Club because it's usually a little cheaper at Walmart, but woo. Okay, now this is not in my grocery budget, but I just want to share this with you because it's amazing. Tonight we're having our leadership party for a few couples. that we work with at church, and I ordered one of these sandwiches, which we have done a number of times when we have company, and it is the best deal from Walmart. You have to call ahead to order it. I don't know, maybe you guys can tell me if you think it's a good deal. It comes with mayo and mustard, lettuce, tomato, onion. There's 2 or 3 kinds of meat on here, roast beef, ham, I think turkey too, I'm not sure, maybe not. 2 kinds of cheese. I got to pick, we put Swiss and Colby Jack on here, and it's a 6-foot sandwich, and you can get more feet than that even. You can order that, but it's all $39.98, which I think is a great deal. I'm sure you can make it cheaper and do all this, but for all this to be chopped and ready for you, it is such a good deal for entertaining. So tonight, I'm making my dad's specialty that he always does on New Year's Eve, which is hoagie sandwiches, but he puts this garlic butter stuff on it, which I'm just gonna do a garlic butter mixture with dill, and then spread it really generously on the bread on both sides, wrap them in foil and bake them, I think like 400 for 20 minutes. I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but I'll be checking on them. Just get it all melty and crispy, and it's gonna be so good. We have a bunch of different sides for the party. We're doing a really early party, like 5 to 9, and then we're having a party with our family after that, so the kids are kind of having their own little party first, and yeah, that's the deal. But I just wanted to share this sandwich idea with you. For our family, buying one of these, you have to pre-order it from the deli at Walmart, but buying one of these is cheaper than going out to fast food. And with all those fixins, my kids love it. And we keep saying we should do it sometime for Sundays, like after church, when we would sometimes eat fast food, because it's such a great deal. So my total for all of it was like $970. I have basically everything I need for the month. I thought that was pretty good for all the fruits and vegetables. My freezers and pantries right now are stuffed to the max. I actually really strongly considered just doing a pantry challenge, which I love to do and I haven't been doing for a while because we've been storing up stuff. And I really thought about doing it this month because my freezers are so full, but then I realized like Solo had to help me pack them. We have 2 upright freezers, upright in our garage, and Solo had to help me pack them in. But of course we did get some of that birthday stuff that's like bulky freezer stuff too, so that'll go away. But anyway, it just didn't quite feel like the right month to back off on stocking up. So I just bought normal, and we'll play it by month, but if I feel like things are a little more stable and stuff, I might take a month that we just eat out of that. We could easily eat out of that stuff and just buy some fresh fruits and vegetables and milk, a little dairy, and call it good for a month and save a ton of money one month. I ate low carb November and December, and one of my viewers said, I know it might be hard, very kindly, by the way, they said, I know it might be hard because your family eats a lot of dairy, but if you could cut out dairy, it might speed up your weight loss. So I tried that. I'm trying to lose weight after having a baby, and it's much, much different than when I was younger. I'm in my 40s now. In my 30s, I had to start working at it. In my 20s, I didn't have to do anything. In my 40s, working at it's not working. I just want my clothes to fit good again. So all that low carb eating literally did not lose a pound. So it's not like I'm losing inches either. Trust me. So I'm going to try a little something different. I'm going to try really working on my portion control, which I'm pretty sure will help. I'm hopeful. So I'm gonna use these containers that I have. They have lids. And as much as I can, I'm gonna try to prep my meals ahead of time, just making sure I eat really healthy meals. I actually don't like to cut out all carbs, and I've said that many times before, but I like to eat beans and sometimes brown rice. I might eat a little bit of Ezekiel bread too. Kind of paleo. I think I'm gonna avoid the dairy again. It wasn't as hard when that lady, I didn't finish that story, but when the lady told me that, at first I was like, no, I can't do that. And then I realized I'm already sacrificing, I'm not losing any, let me try that. 2 weeks I tried that, eating low carb without the dairy. Still nothing. So I'm going to try to focus mostly on that, just, you know, not completely. I'm breastfeeding full time and I don't want to do a very restrictive diet, but this month I'm going to focus on portion control, and I'm going to have 3 meals a day and 1 snack, and make sure they're well-rounded meals, and use these to kind of help me see the portions and also to prep ahead of time. So that's my goal. I'll probably eat a lot like the boys, only with meat, like the boys that are doing the Daniel fast. Yeah, but adding meat in and some protein shakes too. I'll let you know if that works any better next month, because if it doesn't work, I'm gonna do something a little different, I'm sure. You know, keep trying. no big deal. I'm not stressed about it or anything, but I do want to keep trying something. I have started working out a little too, but I don't usually lose weight necessarily by working out. But it does help my energy level, which may help me back off on Diet Coke, which some of you will tell me is the reason I can't lose weight, but usually I lose weight while drinking Diet Coke, so. Whew, okay, enough of that weight loss talk. I hope you guys have a fabulous new year. Thank you guys for sticking around here and watching my channel. For those of you who have stuck around, we appreciate you so much. I really appreciate you, and I am amazed at just that people want to watch our lives and what we buy to eat and all that kind of stuff. I really do appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful new year. We will talk to you again soon. Bye.